What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another PGA Tour 2K23 video. Today we're going to be covering the new update, patch 1.19. They have added a new course, the 11s Club, so we're going to go and check that out. It is the Dream Course by Gareth Bale, who is a character that they have added into the game. World-renowned soccer player, football, for those of you that are international. And it looks like he's a pretty balanced player overall, so should be fun to play around with. Shouldn't have really any weak spots to the game, so to speak. Gonna be a little bit lacking on power, so that may cause some issues, but hopefully he's fun to play, and hopefully it's a good course. If you enjoy the video, please make sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss another one, and let's dive on in. So if I'm not going crazy here, we are playing on Master Swing difficulty, but it looks like we're almost playing on Legend. So apparently the timing that he has is, or the timing and the swing path are both a lot weaker than I would hope for them to be, though it is balanced all the way around. Mid-70s is not very forgiving on a higher difficulty setting, so it'll be interesting to see how this plays out over the course of the round. Probably is going to cause us some issues. Hopefully we can work with it and try and post a low score here. But it is definitely going to be tough. I like to think that I have a pretty decent swing, but this is very, very brutally unforgiving. Oh, come on, you gotta stay up. Sit. Sit, sit, sit. Alright, we'll take a par on the first. We'll take a par on the first. Now, they did add an Asian architecture pack to the course designer. I am not personally a course designer. I am, though, an enjoyer of courses. So I am very much so looking forward to seeing what the course design community creates from this. I feel like it's been a little while since they've gotten some new things to toy around with. But let me know if you guys are interested in what's coming from the designers. I wanna know, are there some of you out there that design courses yourselves going to be taking hold of these new assets? Making some beautiful stuff for us all play? Come on. You gotta bite back. That's just enough to check it. We're kind of in between clubs there. Definitely not ideal. It's been a pretty course so far, though. Alright, come on, Gareth. What do you got for us? Now, I did know prior to this that Gareth is a golfer. I believe I had seen a video a while back where he had played with the guys from Me and My Golf. I'm not sure if he's done anything else with them or any other YouTubers in the golf space, but pretty cool to see. Yeah, the cross-pollination of sports. Yeah, I'm not as sure how many people play with the pros all that often. I know personally I stick with my player. But I know that having playable pros is definitely a plus for a good amount of people. I know that with 2K21, you know, there was a lot of ask for being able to play as other than my player, so I'm going to assume by the lack of complaints and comments that I've seen recently that people very much so enjoy playing with the playable pros. Oh, come on. You gotta turn more than that. Come on, Gareth. You gotta make some birds out here, man. Gotta give me a little something. 6-iron, downhill, downwind. Play over to the right-hand side a little bit. That's pulled left. Where's it gonna go? Well, it gets just up to about pin high, but then we take this ridge out here to the left. Well, that's a bit problematic. Come on. Get going. No, stay up! Ah, not enough pace. Not enough pace. We're playing some par golf here. Now I'm not sure what Gareth's handicap is in real life. I think it's pretty decent. Oh. Trees are mostly air. Oh, it's not gonna get a big enough kick. I thought maybe we could get a big kick down the hill. Putting ourselves out of position here. It's another par 5. I mean, we're gonna land somewhere back here, but there's definitely a chance. There's definitely a chance on this sort of lie that we can feed it into that gap. I just don't know if it's gonna have enough steam to get onto the green and roll out. I think it's gonna peter out. But I just don't have more club. I just don't have more club. Feel like I might have hit that too far. Yeah, I thought that was gonna come out a little bit shorter off of that steep uphill. It's been something I've been very much so struggling with of late. Finally get up and down for a birdie though. Yeah, I've been struggling of late with the elevated lies at my feet. Yeah, whether that be ball is below my feet, above my feet, or we're on a downslope or an upslope. I've been greatly misjudging. Normally, a good bet is whatever I think is gonna happen, it's gonna be the opposite. That's about how accurate I have been lately. All right, nice little pitch in here. Put the brakes on it. A little fast, a little overhit. There's a ridge. We're just gonna kind of sit in here, aren't we? Yeah. All right, Gareth. We birdied the last. Let's make it a twofer. Come on, get in there, center cop. Attaboy. Let's turn this around. 507-yard par 4. I think we can feed it towards this gap. Hopefully we don't get too hard of a kick to the right. There we go. It's gonna check up perfectly. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this course. I feel like the courses, the dream courses that they've been having recently, I know some of the designers, and they are great designers, and they've been honestly really able to do a great job bringing these courses to life. Oh, little pull. No! Cut back, cut back, cut back. It's gonna bleed through to the heavy stuff, isn't it? Yeah, not gonna be a fun up and down from here. Have to be able to get it up onto the green and then watch it roll out. Yeah, that heavy rough. So tough. So tough. Probably should try and put some brakes on. Try and get that to slow down a little bit more. You've got the strength. Come on. Out and over. Out and over. Pipe it right down center fairway. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. And then into a perfect lob wedge. Oh man, you couldn't draw it up much better, Gareth. Yeah, that's a beautiful number. Absolutely beautiful number. Okay. Slow start for Gareth here. But we are 3 under through 8 now. Continuing to march along. I feel like we've got to play this smart. There's so much of me. There's so much of me that wants to take driver and try and rip it across the corner there. I gotta be wise. We're gonna take the layup to the corner. I know it leaves me 230 back here. I know it leaves me way out of position compared to what I want to be. But I just feel like that's the smartest play I can make. Now, we might be just too far back. This 5-wood could end up at that hill. And not wanting to get up, but gotta hope that we get a big bounce here, and it can kind of make it past that slope. Come on, muscle your way out. Yeah, that's not too shabby. I know it's a par 4, and we're leaving ourselves back a little bit. But I gotta be pretty pleased with that. Coming alive here. 4 in the last 5? That's what you love to see. I don't think there's any reason to take driver here. Honestly, you probably don't even need to take 3-wood. Oh. Pulled it out a little bit. That's okay. I mean, it's I think even if you try and take a longer club, I mean, your hand is pretty well forced here. I mean, maybe we could go for green if we did take a further club, but we'll try and play this hole smart. Try and lay ourselves up to a decent number. Humble ourselves a little bit, you know? Bring ourselves back down to if this were real life golf. Although in real life, I'm definitely not finding fairway green. That's just, it's a little bit out of the question. I wish that wasn't the case, but, you know, it's way easier to be good at virtual golf than it is to be good at real golf. Tis the nature of things. Now, just looking at these numbers, I'm pretty sure the numbers that he has for his power are not really reflecting 167 yards for the 9-iron. My in-game pro hits 165, and I don't feel like 75 power, whatever he had, was accurate. That to me feels a bit off. But I'm not 100% certain what those stats equate to. Just pulled it. The distance was pretty good with that backstop. Just finding our way out to the left. Now let's see what we can do here, because it should, you know, it's mostly sideways. It's not even so much an issue of distance as it is just getting this thing even remotely on path with the hole. Pulled it a little, But I think playing out to the left the way that we did is the right play. I think if I play it straight at it, I'm going to end up so far away. So I'd rather unintentionally pull that. Ooh, another one that's pretty much right in the wheelhouse of our lob wedge. Come on, Gareth. You want a little ace action? I like the way that sounded. Oh, so close. Scared me a little bit. Scared me a little bit. I thought maybe that was going to just take a dip back out to the left at the end. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful stuff. This Gareth Bale, he's quite the virtual athlete. Quite the virtual athlete. Scoring all those goals on FIFA, now enters into the 2K side of things and is putting together a solid golfing performance. Putting all those birdies together. A little bit under hit. But that might still be okay because this kind of slopes down a little bit. Yeah, that even ends up being too much steam. Once you get that slope involved, the ball really wants to move. Oh! Just on the high side. What a read. What a read. Yeah, start slow, but you're never out of it. Can't give up if the first few holes don't go your way. You got 18 holes to make or break. If you don't make it in the first few, you can make it later. Obviously, you can break at any time. That's the nature of the sport. You watch guys fall apart down the stretch. But it's not over till it's over. Ooh, that was not a great strike. It's going to be an interesting putt from this side of the green. Not exactly where I was expecting to end up. Oh, it's still rolling. Still rolling. That's going to come off the right to left a lot then, isn't it? Yeah, a little 43-footer. Bender up the hill. I mean, it ought to take a sharp turn, then kind of keep going at the end and then flatten. So, see how this plays out. Let's try and get it up close. Oh, that's going to hang out there to the right. Didn't quite take as much bend up the hill as I had hoped for. But not too shabby still. I mean, 5 under through 13. I feel like we've got to be pretty pleased with it. Now, this right here, this... I'm sorry, Gareth. This is my least favorite hole of yours. As it goes, you know, as it goes for me always. I am personally not a fan of these mega long par 3s. Yeah, we just don't have the distance and ball control that I would like to have from them. But we will try our best here. 260 yards uphill. Come on, Gareth. Oh! Stay right. Stay right. Okay. Settle. Settle. And that right there is the thing. That for me is the part that gets me the most, I think. Is just the fact that when you take a 3-wood or something into your par 3, you're always going to just keep rolling and rolling and rolling. And we have danger short, so your hand is kind of played. I feel like there aren't going to be many greens in regulation that have a scoring opportunity. Oh, how does that hold so straight? No, stop going. How is that so powerful? Oh, it's downhill behind. Come on, break in. Huge, huge par save. Oh man, hopefully the last par 3 here is not anything like that. But they give us the opportunity for a drivable par 4 on the hole right after. But I've been around the block enough times to know that this is bait.
That's bait.
It's bait, it's bait, it's bait. There's no... Where am I going to land that and leave myself with anything productive? I'm not. I'm more than likely going to end up in the water or bouncing it through and having a downhill, short-sided chip shot. It's just not worth it. It is just absolutely not worth it. So we're going to just try and get this pitch shot up and in. Push it out to the right a little bit, but it should bounce and have some check and leave us with a decent... No. Don't do that. Absolutely not. Might be firm. Yep. There's all that break right at the end. Almost able to get it up and down there for another bird. All right, we got 3 holes to go. Big dog leg here. I don't really want to risk it. Seems like a pretty good strike. Should bounce out to the corner. And I don't think, because we were able to reach out to the corner with the driver, yeah, it's not going to be too long up to the hole here. Now, we don't have a gap wedge, which, I mean, it took me 16 holes to realize this, so that's not too bad. But I really would love a gap wedge here, so we're going to have to try and finagle our pitching wedge. There's no shot that we're getting this sand wedge up into this. Uphill with wind at the back means we're going to need some pretty substantial loft. Play something like this. Hopefully it's right. Hopefully we're not too deep. But we've got a pretty tight needle to thread here. I think we did a pretty good job of it. All things considered, you know, it still rolls out a bunch, but we were able to find the green and still clear that front lip. Definitely a very, very tough pin to get at. I mean, maybe you want to be a little bit more over to the right of where we're looking at. Never up, never in. I do have a little bit of qualm with that statement, never up, never in, because if you hit it too far, you know, it's never in either, and you leave yourself with a bad putt. But in that case, when we're looking for a couple more inches of power, never up, never in is definitely on the cards. Now, this is an interesting shot. The placement of this pin, I want to play a draw, but I can't really with these trees here, so I'm a bit conflicted as to what to do with this shot. We're going to try and play this little fade up against. Looks like we pushed it a little bit and got that fast, so we're looking at the green. That's definitely an upside. We've got our work cut out for us, though, on this 23-footer. I feel like I underhit it again. Okay, no, that one's actually on pace. Just a little bit on the high side. So we've gone through a cold stretch. We've got one last hole to try and get to 6 under. Or better yet, why not just hole out on 18, give ourselves a little 7 under with an eagle. We've got a pretty good number dialed up. 125 yards. We're only 6 feet up, or 6 yards up, rather. Think something might just be on the cards for us here. Nope. We pulled the distance together great. Just leaving that one hang just a bit outside to the right. That's okay, though. Can't always get it done. But I would still say... I was really hoping to say 6 under. 5 under is still a very solid score. And it's a solid track. It is absolutely a solid track. They've done another great job. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.